Hey y'all, how y'all doing today? Welcome to People of Culture. I am your host, Cloudy Weather, and today I thought I'd talk about Dragon Ball Super Superhero, given that a new promotional trailer dropped. I'm not gonna play it. I'm not gonna risk Toei coming down with a band hammer on me. But I thought I'd just take a moment to talk about the upcoming movie, which is releasing in, I believe it's about a week from now. It's going to be on June 11th. And I just have to say, I am not feeling the hype. And that's just sad for somebody like me to say because for somebody like me, Dragon Ball was very much the impetus to getting me into anime. I every day I came from home from school, I would catch the new episode of Dragon Ball Z on Toonami. Uh, and I very much loved the series. It was practically like a religion for me as a kid growing up. And it's pretty much from there that I came to learn about anime as a whole, and well, rest is history. But yeah, I'm not feeling the hype for this movie. It's not to do with the series itself. Again, I love Dragon Ball. I have pretty much stuck it out from the original broadcast here in the States all the way up to pretty much the last episode of Super. And then the controversy began to happen. Or rather, I should really say controversies. Yeah, the controversies started to happen. I don't think I really need to paint the image too much here, because everybody knows the whole drama that happened for the voice actor Vic Mignogna, and how he was essentially set up by his co-workers to take a fall for basically victimhood points and virtue signaling. And as you might be able to tell, I am very much a stand with Vic sort of guy. And it's really sad how every time this sort of controversy comes up, how everybody instantly thinks that it's the guy who's in the wrong. I'm not a big fan of the West voice acting scene right now, and as you can see, I've got the wiki page for the movie open over here, and I scroll down, and we see all these people. You know, you got Monica Rial reprising her role as Bulma. You got Sean Schimmel voicing Goku. You got Chris Sabat voicing both Piccolo and Vegeta. And those guys were pretty much the trifecta for the whole Kick Vic saga. None of these people are good people. As like you get your coworker fired over some fake controversy. It's just not cool, man. Understatement, I know. And then you got the whole thing where the whole show is a joint effort between I almost said Funimation. No, not Funimation, but Crunchyroll and Toei. And those two companies are no strangers to controversy either. People might say the whole brand of Funimation is dead, but I would say that Crunchyroll, as it stands now, because of the merger that Sony did, it's just Funimation wearing Crunchyroll like a Buffalo Bill skin suit. Nothing really behind the scenes has changed. It's all still the same people doing the same bullshit. And even before that happened, Crunchyroll, they did the whole thing for like High Guardian Spice. You had it's like, oh, the writer's room is all women, and I'm just, even back then I'm just like, but are they good writers? Can they write a good story? And then the show finally comes out after years being in development hell, and it's crap. And I don't need to rag on about that. Plenty of people already have. Yeah, I just put in High Guardian Spice in in the search for YouTube here, and you got videos from Just Stop, Namasaurus. I believe Manga Common did a video about it. And it's all crap. It really is. It is garbage. The animation is garbage. The writing is garbage. And it's just like all that money that was taken from mangakas working in Japan and animators working in Japan, money that was supposed to go to them, went into this absolute horrendous piece of crap. And then you have the whole situation with Totally Not Mark and Toei. And it's like, yeah, he won eventually, but the whole fact that 151 of his videos got taken down and none of them violated copyright or fair use. It's crap. And between all of these things, between Toei being an absolutely, I can't think of the word that I want to use. I guess authoritarian would work, though it's not exactly the word I want to use, but just bringing down the ban hammer on this man and absolutely destroying his livelihood, because this guy, he's not like me. I still work part-time, but this guy does YouTube as a full-time career. That is I don't even know how much money in ad revenue. Probably thousands of dollars that he's not going to make in ad revenue. Just taken from him. It is absolutely, I hate this. The word is on the tip of my tongue and I can't think of it right now. And it's absolutely ticking me off. But the point is that this is not okay. And between the whole kick fix situation, between Toei bringing down the ban hammer, between Crunchyroll misusing funds, and between Sony, their parent company Sony, just censoring content left, right, and center, and just the censorship of anime as a whole here in the West, I cannot, in good conscience, support this movie. I will not be seeing this movie. If I do wind up buying a copy, I will not be buying it new. I will be buying it used. because I will not support these draconian? I'm not sure if that's the right word either, but I will not be supporting these business practices with my money. I have not bought any Dragon Ball content ever since KickVic, and I see no reason to change that now. Until such a time that either Monica Rial, Sean Schimmel, and Christopher Savat are relieved of their roles, or Vic Mignogna is given back his role, his ability to do his job. I cannot in good conscience support these actors. I cannot in good conscience support Crunchyroll and their misuse of funds. I cannot in good conscience support Toei misusing and abusing the copyright system on YouTube. And I cannot in good conscience support Sony. Just Sony. All the things that they've done over the past few years, just, I don't like any of it. All the censorship and virtue signaling and just all of it. None of these people deserve my money. And I don't think they deserve yours either. And it's really sad because I do like Dragon Ball. There will always be a special place in my heart for this series. There will always be a place in my heart that will appreciate the sort of work that Akira Toriyama does, because Akira Toriyama doesn't just do Dragon Ball. He's also done Dragon Quest. That's a good game series. Blue Dragon, I heard, is pretty good. I haven't had the opportunity to play it myself, but this isn't the only thing that Akira Toriyama has worked on, and he is an incredibly talented manga artist. He is a talented writer, and if I could give him my money directly, if he had like a subscribe star, I would give money to that, because screw Patreon. Patreon does not deserve anybody's money. I'm not feeling the hype, man. I'm not feeling the hype about a lot of things nowadays, just because everyone is so obsessed with being political. It's like, oh, it's so diverse. It's like, I don't care about diversity. I care about being entertained. I care about good writing, good cinematography, good animation. I do not give two flying fucks about what your political ideology is. I don't care about your diversity. I don't care about representation. And again, as I said in the last video, I am bisexual. I have a trans spouse. We are an interracial couple. We do not care about representation, because we can actually look at other characters who are not our sex, who are not our gender, who are not our sexuality, and still identify with them. But then again, I guess that's because we're not NPCs and actually have we actually have an imagination. Sorry for that mini breakdown there. It's sad and pathetic. I am looking forward to this video, in the sense that I'm looking forward to more Dragon Ball Super content. I got no problem with the content itself. It actually looks good. I'm glad that the focus is finally being dragged away from Goku and Vegeta, and that Gohan and Piccolo are being given their time to shine. Apparently there was some confusion about the canonicity of certain arcs going on in the manga right now. Like, because yeah, see right here, some people are confused about oh wait, debunked. Okay, so it's clickbait. Because I kept seeing this in my feed on my personal channel, where it's like, oh, Moro and Granola are not canon, and it's like, but those were good villains. I actually did like Moro as a villain, and I think, well, Granola's not really a villain, but he is an antagonist for the arc. And it's like, I like Moro because he's not like another Jiren. You know, you had Jiren, he just sort of came out of nowhere. You've actually got a character who can challenge Goku and Vegeta on an equal basis without having to be, oh, he's so powerful, he could destroy a whole universe. And it's just like, he uses magic. He could challenge Goku and Vegeta on a more sneaky basis by constantly draining their ki. That was actually a really cool thing. And then you got Granola, who's sort of like the Red Hood of the franchise. You got somebody who can challenge the heroes on the basis of their past. And it's like, yeah, the Saiyans weren't all good guys, and they had to square with that. But people are confused about the canonicity of these two arcs because Superhero, it's being marketed as the sequel to Dragon Ball Broly. It's the second movie in the series, and it's like even if you took into consideration the timeline, the Dragon Ball Superhero takes place just before End of Z. And I think a lot of people forget that Dragon Ball Super, it takes place pretty much right after the Majin Buu saga, and it takes place between the Majin Buu saga and the last episode of Dragon Ball Z, the End of Z. And people are confused because it's being marketed as the sequel to Dragon Ball Super Broly, and it's like, just because it's the movie sequel does not mean that it's being marketed that way, does not mean that these two arcs are immediately decanonized. And I really hope that these two arcs do get an anime soon. I really hope they do, because they deserve to be animated. And it is nice to have the focus taken away from Goku and Vegeta for once. So I am in support of the content. I am in support of the story, but I cannot support these companies. And again, if I could just straight up give my money to Akira Toriyama, I would. I really would. And yeah, that's pretty much all I have to say about it. I'm not hyped for this movie at all. Okay, I am a little bit. That's a lie. I am a little bit hyped, but... And I wanted to talk about something else today, but the last trailer, I'm assuming, just dropped, and I thought I'd strike while the iron is hot. So hopefully this video will do a little better than my previous one, because it is sort of a unique topic, let's just say, that I don't think a whole lot of people are going to search for, especially since Bearing already did his video on it, and people are already following him, and people who follow Bearing, they're not going to click on my video because they already watched Bearing's video. So, but I just watched Bearing's video and I was just like, oh, I have to tear this apart. There are other things that I want to talk about, but I'll get to those later. For now, I'm pretty much done with this topic. I'm not excited for Dragon Ball. I'm not excited for this movie. I'm not going to support it with my money. Y'all have a good one. See ya.